This is VOA News. I'm Scott Walterman. Another criminal indictment for former U.S. President Donald Trump, already facing federal criminal charges for trying to overturn the 2020 U.S. presidential election. He's now been charged in the U.S. state of Georgia for the same. Details from VOA's Steve Herman.
A grand jury in Fulton County, Georgia, on Monday evening returned a 41-count indictment alleging Donald Trump and 18 others conspired to try to overturn the results of the 2020 presidential election. Trump is charged with 13 felony counts, including violations of Georgia's Racketeering Act and conspiracy to commit forgery. Others charged include members of Trump's White House staff, his 2020 presidential campaign, and officials of his Justice Department. The indictment also references 30 unindicted co-conspirators who are not named. Steve Herman, VOA News, Washington.
The number of dead from last week's wildfires on the Hawaiian island of Maui has reached 99, and the governor of Hawaii is warning that scores more could be found.
The scale of destruction is incredible, so our hearts are broken even a little bit more than when we were together 48 hours ago with the extra fatalities.
Governor Josh Green said the search will take time. He estimates searchers will find the remains of 10 to 20 people per day until they finish. A robust use of force by multinational police deployment and use of military assets is needed to restore law and order in Haiti and disarm gangs. This coming from UN Chief Antonio Guterres. He told the Security Council just that in a report seen by Reuters on Tuesday. Haiti last year asked for international help to combat violent gangs that have largely overrun the capital, Port-au-Prince. This is VOA News. Both North and South Korea looking to strengthen ties to bolster security. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and Russian President Vladimir Putin exchanged letters on Tuesday, pledging to develop their ties into what Kim called a long-standing strategic partnership. The letters mark the 70th anniversary of Korea's liberation from Japan's 1910 to 1945 colonial rule. The South Korean president, for his part, is also looking to beef up relations with the United States and Japan, and in advance of an upcoming summit. Here's Associated Press reporter Charles de Ledesma.
It'll be the first time for the leaders of the three countries to gather entirely for a trilateral summit rather than on the sidelines of international meetings. This suggests they're serious about boosting their ties in the face of North Korea's advancing nuclear arsenal and China's increasingly assertive foreign policy. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
The Taliban marked their second anniversary as rulers on Tuesday, the day declared a public holiday. Women, largely banned from public life, did not take part in the festivities. In the southern city of Kandahar, the spiritual birthplace of the Taliban, military personnel posed with armored vehicles. Young men rode through the city waving flags and brandishing weapons. U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken on Tuesday addressed the U.S. decision to withdraw 2 years ago.
Decision to withdraw from Afghanistan was an incredibly difficult one, but also the right one. We ended America's longest war. For the first time in 20 years, we don't have another generation of young Americans going to fight and die in Afghanistan.
Secretary Blinken said if the Taliban want to improve relationships with the United States, they would have to address the issue of women's rights. Nigeria's state oil firm, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, NNPC, reported Tuesday that it has successfully dismantled dozens of illicit refineries and unauthorized pipeline connections as part of an ongoing effort to curb theft in the oil-rich river delta. Here's VOA's Jeff Custer.
Large-scale oil theft from pipelines and oil wells has hobbled Nigeria's output and crimped exports in recent years, crippling the nation's finances and leaving President Bola Tinubu with one of his biggest challenges. In total, 144 incidents were recorded. A study conducted by the Nigerian Senate found the nation lost $2 billion to oil theft during the first 8 months of last year. Jeff Custer, VOA News, Washington.
More news on our website, voanews.com, and 24/7 coverage on our mobile apps, available at Apple and Google. In Washington, D.C., I'm Scott Walterman, VOA News.
Thank you for watching. Can you do me a favor? Please leave a comment in the comments section below. That would really help. Thank you, and see you again soon.